Boys were wearing skirts or dresses some in the first few years. But this has to be from some child in
wonderful props for the background.
Yes, aren't they? That's why I don't want to throw it away.
No, just leave it.
So we'll leave that in. Now this, I think, may very well have been the first couple that came over. If so, they're buried in the cemetery in Austin at, seems to me he has a good resemblance to ones that I do know who they are. If I'm guessing correctly, he is John Swar, and his wife is Pauline, and she came from the little place she came from was Wilton, and that is where I spent a week with the Nostitz family, Hans Nostitz. This definitely is in Germany, and now, if only Bob Robinson could see this, I'm sure he would know where this is, but I don't. But we'll leave it in anyway. Now, doesn't that look like a brother? Look back at this other one. Those two look a lot alike.
That one and
this one and the other one.
Sure could be.
I think they look a lot alike. I'm going to assume that those are brothers of my grandmother, and which one has which name I couldn't know, but one of them, one brother she had died in Germany, Michael Traugott, Michael Traugott. And the dress is so unusual. What a dressmaker. And then they so I'll just talk about her brothers for just a moment.
Whose brothers?
Agnes Twar Wilding, my grandmother, had a brother who died in Germany, Michael Traugott, German you say, Michael. And one came over here first, and his name was Johann, John, in other words, Johann Zwar, and his wife Pauline. Those two came to Austin. I don't know the year, but they were here before 1882, because we know that in 1882, coming on a ship together were my grandmother, Agnes, her three brothers, one named Carl Ernst, one was named Adolf, one was named August. Well, not too terribly long afterwards, her mother came over. It was a sad meeting in a way, because the youngest son, who was August, was 17 years old. He became very ill and died, and the grandmother has been known to have expressed the sadness that she felt when her mother came, that she had to tell her that her youngest son had died before she reached Austin. But her mother lived in Austin with my grandmother, with her daughter, and the couple John and Pauline were there before.
Is this still John and Pauline, or is this another group?
No,
okay.
no, this is somebody else.
Okay.
Adolf settled near Brenhamson, whether in Brenham, or I think they were all living in the country, not in the city. And Carl Ernst settled in the area around Needville. So this is where they all stayed in the rest of their lives. You know, they were scattered. They were close enough that we and our family, my father, having these uncles in these different places, it was not unusual for him to decide, well, we'll drive down there and visit them. So I remember that very well. There was one time, I don't remember their coming to visit us. Remember, I was in my father and mother's home for 21 years, just after my 21st birthday, that I left home to teach in LaGrange, Texas. But I don't remember any times when we had some of these people coming to visit us, but we went to visit them. And I remember very well being down at the farm where that was belonging to Carl Ernst. We always called him Uncle Ernest, I think, as I remember. But in the research of the cousin, he always uses both names. He had many children, I think 20 to be exact. He came with 2 children from Germany and a wife. When she died, he married again and had more children. When she died, he married again and had more children. So just by that process, he finally had 20 children. Many of them have married German heritage people, are in that area. There are many from Czechoslovakia, so there are other families who have Czech names that are his descendants. You see each other, they still have big family reunions.
And his name again was?
His name was Carl Ernst Swar. His first wife, I know, was Carolina. I don't have the others just in my memory book, but we easily can get those. But I'm convinced that these two are, I know 2 things about 2 of those who came with my grandmother. One was that the one whose name was Adolf or Adolf. What shall I do about this pronunciation here? When we came here, of course, they used English pronunciation. because I worked with Germans so long,